What's going on, everybody? Spectre from Operational Risk Management. Thanks for tuning in, and in this video we are going to be talking about the Boblov Amba body camera. Now, for those of you out there in law enforcement, security, corrections, what have you, also bail enforcement and things like that, body cameras can be a valuable tool depending on what you get. Now, to give you a little bit of insight here, for good grief, I can't even tell you how long, I've been using a Vivu LE4 Mini as my body camera, even though I have serious issues about this. But not too long ago, I come across an Amazon ad for this guy. So I ended up picking this up. It's about 110 bucks, or at least it was when I got this. It's a 32 gig model. Let me get rid of that one and bring this back in the picture here. It's a 32 gig model. It comes with a little bit of bells and whistles to it. You know, so for about 110 bucks, I figured it was worth a gamble. I'd give it a shot, you know, run it for 2, 3, 4 weeks, and then kind of give you guys a little bit of my 2 cents regarding the camera. Now, first and foremost, some of the things I'm going to go through here. Max resolution is 1296p. There's 1080p, 720p, and then there's also 480 VGA capability with this. It records an MP4 format, pretty standard. It does have a few things on it that I kind of wish that, you know, this guy would have had when I got it, but kind of knew what I was getting in for, or, you know, what I was getting in for whenever I got that guy. So let's kind of go around this camera here and go from there. On the right hand side of the camera, you have a few buttons here. You have your photo button, you have a PTT or a push to talk button, your USB port, and also the main power button. On the back of the camera, you have your LCD screen, your clip. Left hand side of the camera, you have a record button for video, you have your audio button, an OK button, and then your up and down arrows. And then, of course, the front of the camera, you have your lens. You have a laser pointer, and that's no joke. You actually have a laser pointer on this camera. I'm guessing this is for, this little window here is maybe light detection. I'm not exactly too sure. Or no, I'm sorry, this is a white LED. That's right. I ended up finding that out the hard way. Didn't know how to turn it off for a while either. You have IR LEDs on either side of the lens. On the top, you have 2 LED light pipes, one in, basically for your green light. I believe it's this one. Stays green, this one flashes red whenever it's recording. And then on the bottom, you have what is supposed to be a connector access port for the push-to-talk feature, or the push-to-talk cable that plugs into a radio, and also charging ports. Before I go any further, let me just say I have not been able to find the push-to-talk cable, even though I'd probably never use it because it kind of skeeves me out. And I have not been able to find the charging dock or a charging cradle for this particular camera, which is kind of unnerving because on their website it actually shows it with the camera as part of the kit. However, that's a no-go. It does not come in the box. You literally get the camera, you get the USB cable, you get 2 clips. The other one is a funky, long clip with a J-hook for a button at the end. It seems a little too flimsy for my taste, so I just rock out the little clip, and it hasn't done too bad. So, with that all being said, it's not too heavy. Weight and size is actually roughly about the same as a GoPro Hero 3 Plus. So, those of you out there that has had, a GoPro 3 or Hero 3 in their hands, you pretty much know the size and the weight of the camera. The LCD screen, not too bad. I think it's kind of superfluous for this, but at the same time, I do understand why they put it on the back. They do come with a little rinky-dink screen protector, both on the LCD screen and also on the lens. However, I will say the one on the lens does not it doesn't set properly. So it can look a little weird whenever you're first recording video. I ended up taking mine off. In the long run, there are a few things that, I mean, the manual's not horrible, but it can be a little bit disconcerting. It does have haptic feedback. So if I push and hold the power button, haptic feedback, you know, that little vibration whenever you turn it on and turn it off and do things to it. You unfortunately cannot disable the power on, power off, record on, record off audio that comes out of the camera. There's no way to disable it whatsoever. And at the same time, your LED lights on top are not able to be disabled. The red one I don't have an issue with. The green one, however, at night gets a little annoying. I mean, it's not overpowering, but you know, if you're trying to black out it, but at the same time kind of, you know, keep yourself in a position where you can CYA, it sucks. The other thing that I don't like about this camera is your officer information, whether you use a name or a number or what have you, you have to enter it through the camera. It doesn't come on a separate, you know, document file or a text file that's actually, you know, on the camera itself. So you literally have to use the menu buttons and the OK button in order to input that information, which kind of sucks. A couple things that I do like about this, and I guess don't like about it at the same time, it does offer one-touch recording. So if I turn this around a little bit here, just hit the record button. Since I have it set up for one-touch recording, it automatically turns the camera on and starts recording. That is something that I think every body camera on, you know, the market should have. The VView 2 that I had, which is a predecessor to this, did not have that option. This one does. I mean, if I, you know, just drop the button pad or whatever you want to call this, it does turn on and it does start recording. And then if you push it back up, it, you know, stops recording and turns camera back off. So it is something that is typical of decent body cameras, because you don't want to go through that process of turning a camera on in order to, you know, start recording. One-touch recording is available and it's really nice. Like I said, the laser pointer and the white light, I personally think are superfluous for a body camera, especially the, you know, the laser pointer. I think it's kind of dumb. I understand their concept behind it of, hey, we can, you know, you could use it to know exactly where the camera's pointing, but at the same time, this is a 170-degree lens on the camera. So, you know, for the most part, anywhere that this is facing is going to be capturing video. The white light, at the same time, I think it's kind of dumb. I understand the concept, but that's why we have flashlights. That's why we have little ID lights. You don't really need the additional light that you can accidentally turn on when you don't want. The IR mode is actually really nice. It has the ability to capture day and night, whereas cameras like this are basically just color grainy. This one, really nice, clear. The IR LEDs actually reach out to a good 10 feet. It says 10 meters in their adverts, but I'm thinking 10 meters is kind of pushing it. More like 10 to 15 feet is a decent range for these IR LEDs to pick up. It'll at least give you the ability to positively identify, you know, the subject that's in front of you and things of that nature. Aside from that, that's about all I have. Talking wise of the Boblov Amba body camera. Stick around for just a little bit longer and you will get some day shots and some night shots. Oh wait, I do want to bring up one more thing. While you're recording video, you do have the ability to take still photos at the same time, which is actually really nice if you're working an accident scene or you're working a disorderly or something and you want to take a picture of their ID or their driver's license. While it's still video recording, you have the ability to just hit the photo button. It will take a photo at the same time that it's video recording. You don't have to stop the process in order to take a photo. All in all, not a bad camera for about 110 bucks. If you have any inkling and wanting to pick one up, link is in the description below. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you guys. I tried to keep the editing to this kind of video to the minimum so you can see what you're getting, see what the quality is, and all that other good jazz. But until next time, I'm going to shut up, let this play through, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.
I don't see anything around here. This guy was waiting for his wife. He got $2. Did you hear the radio?
Part of it. I was in the process of trying to talk to somebody at the same time. So
the exchange, there was a white male and then a white juvenile, apparently with no shirt on. Apparently the juvenile didn't want to go back to the other person, go back to the other parent, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. I do like their system though. Like I would definitely like to have their cameras in that system. Put a little bit tweaked, make it a little better.
oh yeah.
Like we could not figure out any possible way to get more than one screen on the TV. No, it has a quad view.
I can have both scales up and the two main exterior corners that I need to watch.
It's just basically like make a little circle around. Or else just you don't have to walk all the way. I mean, I don't know if you're supposed to, nobody ever told me you're really supposed to. I just kind of walked all the way down, all the way back, and I kind of glanced down to see if anything's going on.